what is the trend, and what should we look towards in future, that is in the coming days and weeks and month. How does the outlook is for, what is the outlook for Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as for stocks. Now if you see the chart in Nifty, in the last couple of days it looks to be quite consolidating. Now when we say consolidating, normally there are different types of patterns. That one pattern that's emerging is the type of triangular pattern that seems to be coming here, because you're getting one low here, another low, probably another low here, then one top, another top, another top. So that means this is a sideways pattern, because you're getting lower tops and higher bottoms. So this is the typical characteristic of a sideways thing, that is we are getting lower tops and higher bottoms. So this indicates that there is no clarity in trend in this particular period. That is, the market is now between 17,400 and 16,850. So within this there is a sideways motion within this 17,400 and 16,850. So it has to break the 16,850 levels to get into further bearishness. Now we have seen the reaction during this time was around 550 points, approximately 550 points. So if it starts to move on further, that is, if it's going to move below 16,850, let us say it comes to 16,650, 16,500 and all, then any rally will fizzle out at around 550 points from that particular bottom. Okay, so we have within this 550. So if you want to take a short position, a big short position, then in that case you should consider 17,400 as a stop loss. So most important point that you should look at it is the stop loss now for the big position is 17,420 or so. So as long as the close remains below 17,420, the big monthly trend is down. Now then in that case, what can we expect during this particular month? Now generally we see what is the option price for 1 month, and look at the particular range that is expected. Now let us say let's go for the next month option. We'll go to the nseindia.com option chain. We look at the next month, which is the 26th May, almost 26th May. And for 26th May, right now, let us say the price is closer to 17,100 levels. So the option price is around 388 rupees, 375 rupees, let us say, for the call option as well as for the put option. So 375 rupees. So that means normally that into 3. So that means 400 into 3 is 1,200, 1,100 points. That is the option price, either you take the call and put option at the money. That into 3 will give you the likely range for this as high to low range for the month. Now let us go back and see what's happened. So now in the last in this month of April, I think this April, it is 18,114, and it should have been something like 17,000 or so, right? So it's slightly penetrated below that to 16,824. So that means it's almost matching with the 375 rupees expectation. So if that be the case, then let us say this is the price right now of the 21st April. So assuming that this is a top, which I'm expecting it to be, unless this is broken. So unless this is broken, this 17,400 can pull down the market closer to 16,400 levels or 16,300 before 21st April. Before 21st April, we can see the fall coming closer to the 16,300 to 16,400 levels. So the expectation we have is in this month, coming month, the chance that in May we could probably see a slight or range which could be 17,400 to 16,400 or slightly even below this. This is a possible range as far as Nifty is concerned. For this to be negated, that is, if this should not happen, then let us say 17,400 is broken. Let us say 17,400 is broken. Then in that case, we will have a 17,000. Now, assuming 16,800 is the bottom from where it is climbing, then we could see something like 17,800 within by next month. So that will be this is the this happened on 19th April. So by 20th May or so around that level, if 17.4 is broken, we have a decent chance to see 17,800 coming back. So 17,400 can be a very crucial area. If broken, can put it right up to 17,800, and right now it looks to be a possibility towards 16,004. So now we are closer to the 17,050 levels or so, right? So any uptick, I think probably on a bigger thing, you can look towards going short, giving 17,400 as a stop loss, and looking towards something like a 16,400 to come. So this is a big picture scenario in this particular month. So Nifty looks, unless 17,400 is taken off, possibility of a fall right up to 16,400 by May end is a clear possibility. It's a clear possibility. So now we will look at the Fibonacci ratios also there. So so this comes to 16,600 levels or so approximately, right? So this is the one. So then this is the 16,600 levels, and then probably 16,200. So there is a chance that it can go up to 16,200 also. So I told you 16.4. Probably there's a chance that it could be 16.2 also. 16.2 to 17.4 is a great possibility as far as Nifty is concerned. So we should expect only if 17,400 is climbed, then we should be looking towards slightly higher level of 17,800 or so to come. So this is as far as Nifty is concerned. So what strategy that we can adopt? So you can look towards going short using futures. Then you can also look towards buying option, so that you are not taken off very seriously down up. Oh, sorry. So 17,000. You got a 17,000. Say it goes to 17,250, 300 level. Assuming very closer to that, then probably you can look towards going short through a put. Probably you can also look towards 17,000 put, so that you don't need to pay too much of a premium, and you can keep a stop loss of 17,400 for that put. So in case if you when you take it around 250, 300 points, probably you will get it for 200 rupees or so, 200 or less than that. And if it starts to climb above 17,400, may end up with some 70, 80 rupees loss. Okay, and by the time if it starts to come down, then you will have a slightly decent, quite a good amount of profit there. So you can look towards that particular strategy. Alternatively, you can also think about which I don't suggest much, but you can also look at this. That is the sell. If it is around 17,200 levels, then buy a 17,000 put and sell a 17,400 call. 17,400 call, and you can put a stop loss if it starts going above 17,400. all this will involve margin. So I think you have to look towards margining also. So buy 17,000 put, sell a 17,400 call, and stop loss if it starts going above 17,400. So this is one thing that you can consider. Then since 16,200 is unlikely to be broken, you can look towards taking let me say 17,000 put, 16,600 put, double the quantity, okay, and then 16,200 put, one quantity. So mostly if it is going to be somewhere here, let us see what is the premium for this. So here you are going to buy, you are going to sell, and here you are going to buy. Okay. Now 17,000 put is 343. This is 207, 343, 207. So this is 343, 17,000 put, right? So because it's closer to that, then this is 204, and 16,200 is 115, approximately 115. Okay, so this is going to be 343 plus 115, get 458. This is 458, and this into 2 is 408, right? So you're going to pay only 50 rupees premium. You're going to pay 50 rupees premium only. Okay, very good chance that for a 50 rupees premium, good chance that you can make a good amount of money. And you put in a stop loss above 17,500. Stop loss above 17,400. So in case if it goes up, starts going above that, then probably you can come out with a minimal loss. You can come out with some minimal loss. So this is a good strategy, because we don't expect much below 16,200 also. So if it starts going also down, probably we can look at it, and maximum loss is going to be only 50 rupees or so. We can look at that point of time what needs to be done, because if it is going to have the premium reduces significantly, we can look at some alternative thing. Otherwise, just for 50 rupees, if you want, you can look towards in order to get that, you can also look towards doing a 17,300, 17,400 call spread or so that 50 rupees can get negated. So if it goes up, then probably you may end up paying 100 rupees loss or so. So either way, you can look at that point also. So I think this is a good structure. This is a very good structure, I would say, in the present circumstances. Considering that we don't expect much below 17,200 levels, and we expect 17.4 to 16.2 to be 17.4. If it doesn't come again, in case we will miss it, so probably you can keep the 17, 16.6 and 16.2 for a good investment possibility, So this is one strategy that we can look at it. Then we'll look at so this is what we call as a butterfly option. Okay, but there will be a margin involved, will be there. So there will be exposure margin for twice the amount, because you're getting two sell sides. So approximately 2% of that. So 2% will be 17,000 into 2, 35,000 rupees will be there. Then the premium difference will be there. Okay, that premium that you pay will be there. So I think for a very small amount, there's chance that you will make good amount of return for that amount of funds that you are going to deploy. So we can look at this particular option right now. Then let's look at the Bank Nifty. How Bank Nifty looks like now. So something very the chart looks to be something very similar to Nifty, but right now let's look at the where does Bank Nifty stand, and what like Nifty, what should happen to Bank Nifty? Now let's look at, we'll go to the Fibonacci thing just to find out about the trend in the situation. Now we are drawing so we are expecting further down to these levels, and so the trend was picked to be down once it started to cross below this. I think so. This was the level, right? So this level, once it was taken off, I know Bank Nifty is definitely on the downside. Now, what should happen for the Bank Nifty to move up? So we look at this. So here. So Bank Nifty should should cross this high. This is the 37,064. Now it is 36,028. So it has to get away from 37,064. So if it does not cross 37,064, then the bearishness in the bearishness will remain. So what we should do, to what extent it can go down? To what extent it can go down? Now, let's look at the normal Fibonacci ratios here. So it get 34,672, 33,560. So 34,672, 33,560. We'll mark it here. Bank Nifty 34,675, then 33,560. So this is a possible. These are possibilities, right? So we said that no, the Bank Nifty generally should not cross this high, which is 37,120. So 37,120 is the important top. So in this month, how much we expect it to go down? So let's look at the Bank Nifty option. Bank Nifty. Now we look at the 26th May. So at the money option approximately gives us 900 rupees, 1025 plus 875 thousand. So 950 rupees. 950 rupees is approximately at the money option. So 950 into 3. So maybe 2,800 to 3,000 points. So 2,800 to 3,000 points is a possibility as far as Bank Nifty is concerned from some high. Okay. So in this month, if you see, it has come down from 38,765, right? So this is the date on 4th April, right? So till now, it has dropped down to 35,511. So if you see 3,000 and odd points, 3,000 and odd points is a possibility as far as Bank Nifty is concerned. So if you have to maintain the same 3,000 points and expect that 37,240 or 210 not to be breached, if you take that particular view, then we should be definitely going towards minus 3,000. It should be 34,200, right? So it should come at least 34,672, or it can go up to 34,200. So the expectation is that it can drop between 61.8 and 78.6% retracement. So 34,200 is a possibility. So looking at this, it should come somewhere in between this. So at least this is a possibility, right? So we are at 37,120. So what we can look at is 37,000 put we can buy, but quite expensive. 1,000 rupees is there. So 37,000, and we can look at buy 37,000 put and sell 34,000 put, right? Or 35,000 put. So, but that, I don't know whether there's any value, but let's see. $34,000 is $299. So this will be $299 or 300 rupees. So we have to pay something like 700 rupees net for a 3,000 rupees thing. Okay, so 700 rupees we pay, and we put in a stop loss about 37,120. So that is one option that is available to us. Now, since we are not expecting 34,000 to be broken, generally speaking, what we can do is that we can look at the same thing like the butterfly. In this case, we can do a 37,000. Then we can look at 35,000 put and 33,000 put. This is, let's see how the costing comes. Otherwise, we can just adjust it. So 37,000, 35,000 and 33,000. Okay. So 37,000. Sorry, 36. Right now it's at 36,000. Right. So I think we are at 36,000. Okay, we are at 36,000. And we said 37,100 minus 3,000, right? So 34,100 is where we expect the maximum fall to take place. Okay, so we can look at something like 36,000, 34,000, 32,000, twice the quantity. So 36,000 put is around 875. 34,000 is 299. So 300 into 200, 600 rupees. So this is approximately 900. This is 300. So if you do a 1:2, this comes closer to 600, so 300 rupees. Plus we have 32,000 to be bought, which should be much lower. It's 85 rupees. So this will come to 85 plus 85. So 385 or 400 rupees. So we still get a good chance. No, 36,000. I think no, overall looks to be okay. 36,000, 32,000 looks to be overall okay, because the expectation is that by the end of this month it could be even much lower than, because we have not started it. Suppose I told you expecting to be 37,000 minus, it may not be 37,000 minus, it could be slightly lower. Okay, so probably the market could even head towards 33,500 or slightly even lower than that. Okay, if the bank nifty is to go down. Now, if that be the case, then we can look something like this: 36,000, 34,000 and 32,000, because we don't expect much below 32,000. So we can look at this combination, 36, 34 and 32 combination will look to be okay. Or you can just do a plain 36,000 and 34,000 put combination also for approximately 600 rupees or so. So but that's slightly expensive, because you're paying almost 1/3 of the possible movement. So here in this case, if you you may pay something like 385 rupees or slightly around that, or even slightly lower, in case if you can get a slightly higher price to do that. So one strategy will be to take this, do this, or probably you can look at the same 36,000, 36,000 and probably you can look at, in order to slightly even reduce this, you can adjust this particular strike if you want. So 36,000 minus 34,500 or so, because below 33,000 we don't expect. So you can put a 34,500, but I don't know whether you will get a price which is closer to zero. So we'll look at Bank Nifty for next month. So 875 this, and 1,500 points from this is going to be 34,500. So that comes to 400. So that's okay. That is, you have 36,000 minus 34,500 can be something like a almost break even, right? Or a certified 80 rupees. Then you have a 33,000 to be bought, which will be 159, 160 rupees. So, if you still want to reduce this further in order to do this, then you do a 36,000 put, then sell 34,500 two times, and buy 33,300. All those things could come around for 150 to 160 rupees. So you can do this particular structure in case if you don't want to do much of a loss in case if it goes up. So if it starts to move above 37,100, then you can come out of the structure with some minimal loss. With some minimal loss, you can come out of the structure. So this is how you can look towards planning as far as Nifty and Bank Nifty, because the overall view that it looks to be on the downside unless 37,100 is cleared in Bank Nifty and 17,400 is cleared as far as Nifty is concerned. Now, if you want to look at the stocks, how do we look at the identify? First of all, you must know what is the easy way to identify which stocks are doing well for investment purposes, also for the trading purposes. So when you say for investment purposes, then you look at a bigger time frame, right? So you look at monthly, okay, then you look at weekly and daily. So monthly, weekly, daily charts, daily thing you would like to look at it. TradingView Stock Screener is there, which provides you a good glimpse of monthly, weekly, and daily strong buys, strong sells, and buys. All those things are provided. So first you can go Google it and look at TradingView Stock Screener. TradingView Stock Screener. Now, let me first go to that. So this is the stock screener in TradingView, and this is I'm unable to magnify this further. But if you look at this period which you have put for 1 month, now this I put it for 1 month. Okay, so this gives a lot of financials like technical rating, volume, price, market cap, PE, and other EPS and all. So if you're interested, you can go through all those things. Now, what is very important for us, the technical rating. So technical rating in a monthly chart, Reliance is a strong buy, TCS is a buy, HDFC Bank it's neutral, Infi is a buy, ICICI Bank is a buy, Adani Green is a strong buy. So we look at strong buys. ITC is a very strong buy. Then ATGL is a strong buy. Adani Enterprises is a strong buy. So you can look at all the strong buy. Axis Bank. So let us pick these three. One Reliance, then TCS and Axis Bank. So the strong buys are Reliance and Axis Bank in big scripts. And then TCS is a buy. So let's look at the chart to understand that. So now let's look at the Reliance now. So first we went to the stock screener, put it for a monthly view, and looked at what are listed as strong buys. So now we are trying to get convinced through our own chart reading of what is meant by a strong buy by them. So let's look at, they have listed Reliance, right? So let's also look at Reliance Industries. This is daily chart, so we look at the monthly chart. why it's come like that. Okay. Auto. Okay. So this is a monthly chart, and when they say no, they're looking at very strong. Okay. So that means yes, they are saying it is a strong buy means, because if you see higher lows, higher tops, and it is at the 52-week high. So that's the reason why it is a strong buy. Okay. So now this particular thing means that no, we are looking at this particular this one, that is high, low, high, on the Dow pattern. So very clear, step by step. No, you have very strong upward movement, and that is collaborated with the trend line also. So look at this. I think this line is also there, and so the last this particular one was also there. So very strong support this one. So on all parameters, whether it's going to be a 20-day movement or 50-day, 100-day, everything is going to be on the it's going to say to be on the strong side. So what is the what should we do? Because we have to wait now, since it has already gone up very significantly. We need to wait for the formation. That is, we should get something lower. So to what extent we are going to get it lower, we have to see. So we have to go with the Fibonacci ratio, and let's look at this. So I think now we have the first thing. If it starts falling below 2677, then in that case, no, we need to be careful about it. We need to first of all get out of the stock if it starts going below 2677. So right now, no, the price is today's close is 2778. So as long as it is above 2677, I think no, it's a buy. So any thing that you need to buy, you should wait for dip closer to 2677, and then probably you can put in a stop loss around 2677, and then look towards the drop, which could take it even down up to 2502 or 2424 before you can initiate your long position. So it is definitely a strong buy, but suggest that since the market has already gone up quite significantly, we should be looking towards doing a slightly waiting game before we enter into this market. Okay, so this is Reliance. Now let's look at Axis Bank, which has been listed as another strong buy. So Axis Bank right now looks to be I would say probably it's slightly range bound between 640 and this particular level, because we are seeing a good amount of pullback coming. So I think we should be looking more towards I think be a neutral position, because it looks as if some fall is expected, because we have got a lower bottom here, lower bottom. So I think after this low has been taken off. So now this is a very good high. So I think unless we have above 816, we can't rate it as a very strong buy for the time being. So from my point of view, I would tend to disagree with trading view on the technical side, that this is a strong buy. I think probably it is I would say it's a sell with an 816 stop loss. So if you are holding Axis Bank, I think probably you can slightly reduce your exposure and then add to the exposure again if it starts moving above 816. So this is on a bigger time frame is concerned. Now let's look at TCS, the other stock which they have put as a buy. So TCS is holding on. So I think this is an important low. So that has not been breached. So I would prefer that the TCS to be in a more neutral. But since it is not going below this level for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 7 months, it has not gone below this. So I think with all the negatives there, So 3390, 3400 looks to be I would say quite a strong buy as far as TCS is concerned. So as long as it does not break below 3400, I think no, we can buy TCS. So TCS is okay, Reliance is okay, but Reliance we need a dip. TCS we can buy, keeping 3400 in as an important point where probably we may have to look towards what's going to happen with respect to that particular stock. But anyway, it will recover even if there is going to be a fall, because such is the strength of TCS fundamentally. Now let's look at now I showed you that how to go about it. Now first of all, so you can look at the stock screener I showed you. So wherever we have, of course, Adani Enterprises and all are very, very strong buys. There's no doubt about it. So Tata Vedanta Limited is a strong buy. So we look at one more stock like the steel stocks, and Vedanta Limited, TCS is a buy, but Vedanta Limited is a strong buy. So let's look at Vedanta Limited now. Yeah. So there's a very clear high. No, so Vedanta is I think yes, we agree with what the the opinion there. I think it has gone up quite significantly, and it is a strong buy. Only question is it may have to have some retracement before we go for a buy. That's a different case. But Vedanta Limited is a strong buy. So in a market where probably we are seeing a lot of stocks under pressure. Now, the stocks which are doing well, or no, which we have highlighted, TCS is okay, Reliance is okay, Vedanta Limited is also okay. Now, we will look at whether Tata Steel fits in the same category. Tata Steel, as they have said, is a buy, not a strong buy. So we have to agree more or less with them, because so this is going to be TCS. I think we will say so TCS is below this particular this one, that is below 1279. It has started to become a little weak. So below 1279 has become weak, and now it probably took support at 1210. So the first resistance will come closer to the 1279 levels. So 1279 is expected to strongly resist this move. So I think we probably we have to look towards whether we are going to look towards doing this at this point of time, or probably wait for a further fall. So I think it is all right till such time probably 1155 is not broken. So we expect that probably in this situation that we could expect something like 1155. This is may not, so 1155 maybe is a level where we have to look towards Tata Steel taking some support. So at this point of time, Tata Steel has taken a decent amount of support at around 1210. But whether it is going to cross this, we have to wait and see. So I will go to the daily chart in that. So we will look at this. Yeah, that same 1279, 1285 levels has to be crossed. So we need a cross which is above the 1280, 85 levels for us to get back. So I think at this point of time, 1285 situation looks to be a good amount of resistance as far as Tata Steel is concerned. So just let's observe how it behaves around 1285. If it starts moving above 1285, then probably we may have to look towards considering Tata Steel as a buy. So now let's look at the stock screener and look at what the daily levels say for, so that we can use it for intraday trading. Now we have seen for investment purposes. So let's look at the stocks which are there. So Reliance, it says on a daily case also it's a strong buy. TCS is a sell. So let's look at some strong sells. Bajaj Finance is a strong sell. If you see, Bajaj Finance is a very strong sell. Then we have got strong sells. DMart, Bajaj Finance, all Bajaj Financial Services are all strong sells. And so let's look at the strong sells case. Hindustan Zinc, whether we can take it for intraday trading. So strong sell. SBI Life is also a strong sell. And lot of sells are there. Buys are a little less. So we have a strong sell which is in Indigo. Strong sell is in Dr. Reddy also, Motherson Subi. So there are a lot of strong sells. Zomato is also having a very, very strong sell. Mindtree is having a strong sell. Naukri, Industop, all these things are having very strong sells. So I think, for intraday trading, I think we may have to look towards, there are no strong buys at this moment. So we have to look at the more of a, for intraday positions and other things, we have to look at what are the stocks which are having strong sells. I think Bajaj Finance, let's look at Bajaj Finance and Wipro. Okay. Yeah, so look at the stock. So I think it has had a massive fall right now. What the trend point that we need to take, we have to be careful. So what is the big trend point that we need to take is probably we have to take from this low and this high. Okay, and from this we have to look at where exactly it can be. So I think now Bajaj Financial Services. So it's a strong sell till till today's high is not cleared. So I think even in the big picture, right now whatever happened in the last couple of months also, if you see, I think we have seen quite a big fall, and right now it is at 7,082 has been is the major resistance. So as long as we don't get 7,082, it's a strong sell. So any rally from this particular place, we can look towards selling. So what are the levels that we can look towards? Now we can draw a Fibonacci ratio from this place to this place, okay? Or probably look towards we'll do this way. Now we know that 7,082 is a very important thing. So we will draw a Fibonacci extension from this high to this low and to this place, right? So these are the places where probably any bounce can be resisted. 6,792, 6,894, 6,974, 7,030. So all these are going to be important levels at which you can go for a sell. So Bajaj Financial Services now, based on what we have drawn right now, okay, about using the last three pivots, one pivot high, one pivot low, and another pivot high. Based on that, we have drawn from whatever that we have drawn. You can make a look at the situation there, and it looks to be a very clear thing that if it starts to go up, then in that case you will have strong sell at any of these Fibonacci numbers, because the biggest thing is going to come at around 7,000. This level of 7,086 should not be crossed. So anything which is going to rise up to this level is going to be a very heavily sold. Okay, same thing applies for Nifty also. Now we know that 17,400 is not going to be crossed, and between 16,884 to 17,400, whatever Fibonacci numbers that we get are the places that where we can go for a sell. So if it is 17,400, then probably minus you can put some 233 points from that. Okay, then see, we have 17,000. The easiest way is to look at all these things. So let us say You have 17,413. 413 is been the high, so you can put minus 144. Okay, minus 233. Okay, so these are the places where you can look for a sell. So 17,413 minus 144. This is 17,269. Right. So 17,413 minus 233. This is 17,180. Okay, 377. 17,413 minus 377. This is 17,036. So these are the places. Probably we could probably look towards this. If it rises to 17,180 itself, or somewhere around this. So these are the places where probably you can go for a short, keeping 17,413 as a stop loss. So similarly, in the case of Bajaj Financial Services, you can do that. Okay. So now, so we look at other in the stock screener. What are the stocks that they are given as a strong sell? I think there are so many strong sells which are coming. So Bajaj Financial is one strong sell that we have seen. Wipro is another strong sell. So let's look at Wipro. So Wipro is also down, and on a daily chart is down. So I think it is forming a new bottom here. So I think we have to look at this particular top to this, whatever the 22 point this one retracement is. So we'll look at the place Fibonacci retracement. So this is going to be a very important high. So from here, whatever that we are going to get. Okay. So any rise in Wipro will be a sell. Maybe up to 576. It can go up to 576 also. So there is a chance that probably we may have, once it starts to cross 538, probably we have to get out of some of the short positions, and we have to look towards selling at some higher levels, which is closer to 576. So but anyway, it's slightly far off because already it has fallen very significantly. So we must give some time, some room for it to come back to work around. So let's look at that. Fibonacci. So right now, as I told you, it's 540. 540 now. It's at 517 levels. So it can go to 494, and it has to cross above this particular high, which is 540. So if it starts to cross above 540, it can go up to 569 or 570. So we don't expect much above 569 to happen. So 569 is going to be a very important levels, probably where the new shorts will emerge. So this is as far as the Wipro is concerned. So let's look at the even in this case we can look at the other stocks which are there, and Reliance is one which is on a daily chart. So daily chart or 1 hour chart, will go for it. That's a daily chart only. So look at this. So I think let me look at the Fibonacci retracement from this particular low. See, it has broken 2789, and between 2828 and 2789, so approximately 40 points. So Reliance, what you have to do is that you have to get around 40 points above this. That is from the low. Suppose if this is the low today, then we have to look at some 40 points above this. So suppose it is 2771 is the low, and tomorrow you can go long only about 2811. So I think you need to keep 2771 and any 40 points, this one you can go for a long. So any dip below today's low, as it keeps moving low, then you can look towards the 40 points from that particular low. You can now switch back to the long position. Okay, you can switch back to the long position there. Okay, now let's look at ICICI. So ICICI Bank on a monthly chart also is a sell, because it is a pivot low below this, so it's definitely a sell. It's definitely a sell. So right now the new sell as it emerged, we'll see. So from this thing, let's do that. 10 base Fibonacci extension from this place. Yes, I think it is coming very, very close. So any fall below 732, is not going to be a good sign as far as ICICI is concerned. Okay, so ICICI then probably can drop itself now down to much lower levels. So below 732, we are expecting further fall towards 703 and 681. So ICICI, you can do a put option below, put option at 720 or 730 put option can be bought. And if it starts to climb above 778 or 780 levels, you can look towards or probably once it starts to fall below 732, so anything which is around 45 points from this level, okay, any 45 points above, you can always look towards winding up. So I think if it comes to 703, then 737 for 745 points, 777 45 points is 748 it will come. So anything which is then becomes above 747 748 will become a case of short position there. So 44-45 points from this particular level, if it starts to fall down below 732, will be the stop loss. So we can look towards 730 as a place where we can identify and go for a put. So ICICI, if it breaks 730, it's not a good sign. So if at all you're holding long, you can for the time being come out of ICICI below 730. And anyway, on the monthly chart, it definitely looks down. And once the 730 is broken, then in the monthly chart it gets further confirmed about its bearish potential. So I think any long position which was established should have been established somewhere here. Yeah, see, this is to sorry. So the long position should have been done at 688. It should have been done at 688, and ever since then it started to move up. Then this should have been the this is the 732 today's low. It becomes the stop loss. Becomes the stop loss now. Okay, so this is ICICI is concerned. So be careful about that. So we have identified stocks also. Which are the stocks which are looking strong sell for trading purposes, which are looking strong for investment purposes. So we have identified TCS, Reliance, some Adani companies and all for strong buys, for buying on dips. And as far as the selling position is concerned, there are a lot of and also Vedanta Limited is another stock for buying. Selling, we have identified Bajaj Financial Services as one stock. ICICI now. So I think some of the financial services companies are not looking that good. And also we have given structures which we have probably promoted a structure of butterfly structure for Nifty for those who don't want to pay much of an option. So for 40-50 rupees you can take a view between 17,000 and 16,200 or so we have put it. So 17,000 to 16,200 for 50 rupees. I think you can look towards that particular structure. And generally speaking, the option price will tell you what extent the expected range could be. So at the money option into 3 times normally will be the range. And if you look at for a time being, now we look at the option in the say for example Nifty. Today is Wednesday, right? So yeah, today is Wednesday. So even tomorrow option, if you look at it, Nifty 17,050 or so. So the average price is on 75. So that means into 225 rupees is the expected movement. Normally that is what is happening right now. So 225 rupees is what is the general high to low range that is there. So 225 rupees today also it went down from 17,000 yesterday's close of 17,225, and if you look at 225 points down, it was it should have been slightly below 17,000, right? So yesterday's close was something like 17,200 or so. So 17,200 minus 225 comes to 16,975 or so. So that is where it took support. So we have to look at what could be the tomorrow's thing. If it starts to fall drastically down, then in that case, no, it becomes a sell below 17,019, 17,020. So below 17,020 itself, the Nifty becomes a sell. Then first support will come closer to 16,960 or so, which was today's low. Then after that, it will start. It can go back to the 16,885 from where it rose. So for it to really climb at every thing, that it has to look at least some 70-80 points from any bottom to look towards at least even an intraday buy. So intraday buy will come as long as 16,885 is not pierced. Intraday buying will come at the low plus 70 points. Low plus 70 points will come the intraday buy position tomorrow. So please look at the fall. If it is going to be below 17,020, you can definitely go for a short. And if it opens gap down, probably not below 16,885, but between that, then you can still go short, keeping some 70 to 80 points as a stop loss from that particular low. Okay, so this is what it is. So any questions you may please ask. Thank you. So thanks for your participation. Hope to see you again on Friday. Thank you very much. Bye.